Happy week 5. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. We have 2 today, one for history, one for science. The history sentence is long. It has a lot of information in it, and your kids are going to know a lot of these signs from weeks past. It goes pretty fast, so you might just have to leave some of those things out. And again, this is for our kinesthetic and visual learners as opposed to our auditory learners. The song should be plenty for your kids who do really well with auditory learning styles. For those of you who are like me and you're kinesthetic and you're visual, the signs help. If they're causing frustration in your home, don't use them, okay? So tell me about the 100 Years' War. During the 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc, so Joan of Arc was known for her bravery, and that's the sign for bravery. Take our hands, touch our shoulders, bring them forward in fists. And King Charles VII, that's our sign for 7, led the French to defeat the English in the Siege of Orleans. So the Siege of Orleans was a big watershed battle that ended up turning the tides and changing the outcome of the war. So we're just it was a turning point. It was a turning around. So we're gonna use the sign to turn around. So pointer finger, other pointer finger goes around in a circle. Then in the late 1340s, fleas on, we're going to take an R and brush our nose twice. That's our sign for rats. Carried the plague which killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. So we're going to use the sign for Black Death, which was another name for the plague. So we're going to draw a sign for black across our forehead. We're going to keep that same pointer finger and we're going to do the sign for kill. So one hand, the other one goes underneath it. And then it comes right back up for 1 out of 3 Europeans. Okay? Pretty simple. Lots of signs. I really am trying to keep them to a minimum this year, though. Okay, tell me about the 100 Years' War. During the 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc and King Charles VII led the French to defeat the English at the Siege of Orleans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague which killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague which killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. Okay, so that cadence is off, and I'm trying to mix cycle 2 3 years ago with this year's. So that's off just a little bit, and I apologize for that. But this is the 3rd or 4th time that I've made this video, so I'm not going to go back and redo it. Okay, and I love y'all. All right, what are some cycles in nature? So some cycles in nature are the water cycle, the carbon and oxygen cycle, and then the nitrogen cycle. So nitrogens are mostly plants. They make like 78% of plants are nitrogen. And then the carbon and water cycle, there's actually 4 steps to that. So they just cycle up and around, and then the water cycle. All right, I love you all. I hope you're having a great week. Remember, if this is 2022 for you, just in case I don't remake these next time through, next week is a break. So we will see you week after next. Okay? Bye.